You don't have to do everything yourself if you want everything done right.
Originating from deep inside the Rocky Mountains, transported through the power of the internet, and arriving inside your tiny earbuds. It's the Appraiser Coach Podcast.
Minisode.
I just got finished with a mastermind meeting here locally. These are business owners in my local area. No, they're not appraisers, just regular other types of business owners. Something happened today that I found very interesting and very applicable to the appraisal world as well. I want to share that with you. I want to pause here first and remind you that we are sponsored by a great company called Anow. Just got a message actually from an individual on Facebook, and this individual reached out to me and said, in fact, let me just read you the quote. Hi, what is the name of the software that you promote, the one that keeps you organized? And it starts with an A. And I said, that's anow.com, folks. Anow, A-N-O-W.com. Keeps me organized, keeps me in the loop as a business owner. Check them out. Go to anow.com for more information. As you know, I attend lots of masterminds across the country for my great peers out there, my real estate appraiser peers, but I also attend a local mastermind as well. Now, this is a mastermind put together by another business owner, and we have an opportunity to meet with individuals, not appraisers, but small business owners, individuals. One owns a hay company. Hay is an H-A-Y, as in hay for cows. Another is a dance studio owner and instructor. And the guy that was on the hot seat today was a carpet cleaning individual. He also does a little restoration work as well. And one of the issues that he was dealing with today on the hot seat, in my masterminds, I call it the couch session. It's when you get to lay down on the couch figuratively, and we, the physicians, get to help you. But on his hot seat, he was dealing with growth. He was dealing with the problem not of not having enough growth, but of growing too quickly. And I sat and listened to his issues, sat and listened to his problems, and it was interesting to me that on several occasions, he made comments that made me think that this guy has an EMyth problem. Now, those of you who have read Michael Gerber's EMyth Revisited, you know what I'm talking about. By the way, EMyth stands for Entrepreneurial Myth. And it's this myth that just because we are good technicians, many of us think that that also means that we can be good business owners as well. And so the example that Michael Gerber uses in the book is Sarah. And Sarah is a great baker. In fact, she makes wonderful pies. And so she decides that because she loves making pies and she's good at it, that she's also going to open up her own pie or bakery store. And it's a disaster. The book is written in a way that you learn lots of principles, but it also teaches from the perspective of a kind of a fictional but fact-based and principle-based book. And Sarah learns very quickly how inadequate she is as a business owner. It doesn't mean that you can't be both. But too often, and this is what I recognized in this individual today, I'm sure is wonderful at cleaning carpets. In fact, he said that not in a braggadocious way, but just as a fact. He said, I'm hiring all these people and I don't trust them to go out and represent me. I train them and I manage them, but the bottom line is I would rather be on the job because I know how to do the certain things that are required. I know how to get red wine stains out of a carpet. I've done it 100 times. I know how to clean ducts. I've done it 1,000 times. I know how to do this stuff, and I know I'm going to do it right, and I know my customers are going to be happy because it's me doing them. Folks, this is what we as appraisers do over and over and over and over again, even so much that it's not just about being able to do it better, that we also claim that we have to. Like there's some rule or regulation that requires that somehow Dustin Harris has to do XYZ on an appraisal report. It's just not true, and we need to get over that thinking. We also need to get over the thinking of trying to run our business without the help and the technology out there that allows us to do it better. Anow is one of those software solutions that will allow you to be able to do more with less. What do I mean by more with less? Well, what I'm talking about is the cost, quote, investment in Anow is minuscule compared to the value that comes back out of it. The amount of time and money that you put into it is minuscule compared to the time and money it will save you on the flip end of trying to manage your appraisal business. Check them out. Go to anow.com. It's ANOW.com. Hey folks, welcome back. We're talking today about this entrepreneurial myth, this idea that we are good at what we do, therefore we can run a business. That's really what the Appraiser Coach is based on. I saw a need. By the way, I love to teach. So that was number one. I wanted to find something I could do that could really speak to my mission in life, my passion, and that is teaching other people. And I saw this need that I was able to fill of appraisers who are excellent appraisers. They're really good at what they do with the valuation side, but they've never really been trained on how to be a business owner. They've never really been trained on how to manage and how to adhere to principles of success. And what I see often is my good friends out there are working their tails off. They're working 10, 12-hour days. They're working weekends. They're working holidays. They don't see their significant other or their children. And they don't really enjoy life because they're just working. And I saw an opportunity to help them to be able to understand that there's some principles at work here that could be utilized to help you to do more with less. And it came to light today in a different mode. And sometimes when you're in this mode of thinking appraisal and thinking valuation, sometimes things kind of just pass you by because they're just normal. But today had an opportunity to sit in a mastermind group where a business owner who owns a small cleaning company, mostly carpet cleaning, he does some restoration work, some duct cleaning as well, but for the most part, he runs a company where he does carpet cleaning, and he's got business coming out his ears, and his problem is he's working too hard. He's working all the time because he feels like he has to be on site. And so I raised my hand. It was a virtual meeting, and I virtually raised my hand, and I got on the video and audio, and I shared with him a couple of experiences I've had with my fellow appraisers as well, and tried to teach a principle. And the principle here, folks, is you don't have to do everything yourself in order for it to be done right. Let me repeat that. You don't have to do everything yourself if you want everything done right. You can hire the right people, you can train the right people, and you can manage in such a way that quality control can be high. Meaning you can maintain the reputation that you have built up as a business owner for years simply by managing correctly, hiring correctly, being willing to hire slow, fire fast, that I've talked about here on this microphone before. Folks, now is the time to evaluate your business. Now is the time to ask yourself, am I one of these individuals that thinks that I have to do it all? That it has to be me, that somehow USPAP requires that I do X, Y, Z. And if USPAP doesn't require it, my state board certainly does. And if my state board doesn't, well, I do, because it's just not going to get done right unless I do it myself. Folks, if you want to see some great success in your business, you've got to get out of that mindset. You've got to get away from the entrepreneurial myth that just because you're a good valuator doesn't mean you're a good business owner, but you've got to take time to be a good business owner. I shared with this individual in the mastermind today this idea of on it, not in it. And sometimes I refer to it as ONI time, OINII, on it, not in it. That is working on your business, not in your business. Folks, we spend way too much time working in our business and way too little time working on your business. If you remember my All-Star team, you will hear me say this often, that the most dollars per hour that you can possibly make will be working on your business, not in your business. Folks, if you want help with your business and you want to be a part of our All-Star team, an ongoing group of appraisers who are there helping each other to become more successful, to answer your questions, to help coach you, to make you more successful, I invite you to be a part of the All-Star team. It is free for a month. Okay, it is free for a month if you simply use the coupon code 1 as in the number 1, AS as in All-Star free, F-R-E-E. That's all one word, no spaces, 1 AS free. Okay, 1, the number 1, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, free, F-R-E-E. 1 AS free you can be a part of, and that includes, by the way, the secret online Facebook group where you can share and be a part of that community. 1 AS free is the coupon code for the All-Star team.
You've been listening to the Appraiser Coach podcast with Dustin Harris. If you like what you hear, please give us a 5-star rating and post a short review on iTunes. For more in-depth insider information on how you can make more money as a real estate appraiser, visit theappraisercoach.com and sign up for the All-Star team today. Thanks for joining us. And now, get out there and create some value.
Where you can share and be a part of that community. What? Oh, wow. Got choked up there. All right, editor, backing up.